Hey everybody, and welcome to Wayzata Today for Friday, May 22nd. Hitting the water this weekend? In advance of Memorial Day weekend, one of the busiest times on Minnesota's lakes and rivers, Hennepin County Sheriff Rich Stanek reminded boaters to wear life jackets, stay sober at the helm, and offered several other safety tips. MNSun.com editor Greg Huff filed this report.
If boaters use common sense, wear life jackets, and stay sober at the helm, they can prevent accidents. So said Hennepin County Sheriff Rich Stanek in a press conference May 19th at the Hennepin County Sheriff's Office Water Patrol Unit in Spring Park on Lake Minnetonka. Stanek is concerned that low gas prices might result in more boats on the water and increased traffic and speeds, especially this Memorial Day. Those factors can contribute to increased mishaps. And despite a recent warming trend, it takes a long time for water in large lakes to warm. Hypothermia is still a threat for boaters that fall overboard. The average temperature in metro lakes is about 55 to 60 degrees, Stanek said, adding that hypothermia can set in much more quickly than people might think. To see a list of boating safety tips, follow this link.
Going camping this Memorial Day weekend? Be sure to bear-proof. Grizzly bears at the Minnesota Zoo in Apple Valley recently demonstrated what can happen when bears visit a campsite.
The Minnesota Zoo's 3 grizzly bears showed the importance of bear-proofing campsites Saturday morning as part of Bear Awareness Week. Zookeepers set up a mock campsite inside their exhibit, but it didn't stay up for long. When 3-year-olds Sadie, Kenai, and Haynes were let into the exhibit, they headed straight for the tent and a food-filled backpack that was hanging from a tree. When camping in bear country, the Minnesota Department of Natural Resources recommends bringing dehydrated and freeze-dried foods sealed in plastic to reduce odors. Campers should avoid burning unused food and be sure to wash all dishes and utensils after each meal. Dishwater should be disposed of away from the site. Food and cooking equipment should not be kept in the tent.
For those of you looking for something a little closer to home for Memorial Day, there are a number of services taking place on Monday morning. The Wayzata American Legion will hold ceremonies at 8:30 a.m. at Parker's Lake Cemetery, 9:15 a.m. at Greenlawn Cemetery, 9:45 a.m. at Old Wayzata Cemetery, 10:30 a.m. at Summit Hill Cemetery, and 11:30 a.m. at Heritage Park. Refreshments will be served at the Legion following the final ceremony. The Hamill VFW will hold ceremonies at 9:15 a.m. at Union Cemetery and at 10:15 a.m. at St. George Cemetery. A ceremony will also be held at the Veterans Memorial in Nelson Lakeside Park in Long Lake beginning at 11:30 a.m. Light refreshments will also be available at the park from 10:45 a.m. until noon. Congressman Eric Paulson will be the guest speaker at the event. Now let's take a look at your Memorial Day weekend forecast from weatherunderground.com. For tonight it will be clear with lows around 50. For Saturday and Sunday it looks like it should remain clear with highs both days around 70. For Monday we'll see highs around 80 with a slight chance of showers later on in the day. For Wayzata Today and MNSun.com, I'm Jared Husengate and I'll see you next week.